And good morning, everyone. Welcome back to A Good 10 Minutes. I'm your host, Alex. This is A Good 10 Minutes where I provide early morning market news and headline updates from the previous day in under 10 minutes. No spin, no bias, no BS. Factual, objective, apolitical, and fast. First and foremost, happy Friday, everyone. Today's a special Friday as it is the International Women's Day, March 8th. Happy International Women's Day to all women out there. Let's go over the market from yesterday, which is March 7th on Thursday. Jerome Powell, his speech to the Congress sent stocks surging yesterday once again, pushing the S&P 500 and NASDAQ to record highs. Fed Chair Jerome Powell said he expects interest rates to come down this year. And now investors await today's big job report to see if the good times can keep rolling. It was also a big day for Rivian, which zoomed 13% after it revealed 3 new vehicles. So NASDAQ was up 1.51%, S&P 500 up 1.03% to an all-time high 51.57. Bitcoin, again, up yesterday, almost 2 percentage points, and then Rivian, as I just had alluded to earlier, popped a much-needed 13% after it revealed 3 new vehicles. So check out Rivian. As one of American competitors to Tesla. The biggest news from yesterday obviously was the State of the Union address, which was quite forceful and energetic from President Biden. Biden said he wants to raise the minimum tax for multinational corporations to 21%, as well as lift corporate tax rate to 28% from the current 21%. So very traditional Democratic take of raising taxes on corporations and lowering them on the middle class. The White House said that bumping the minimum rate will make it more difficult for pharma companies and other corporate behemoths to sidestep taxes. The president also outlined the following things. Stop letting corporations get tax deductions for all employee salaries over $1 million. Raise tax on corporate stock buybacks from 1% to 4% to encourage companies to spend more of their revenue on salaries and improving productivity. And making billionaires pay a minimum of 25% income tax. He noted that on average, billionaires are paying 8% income tax, which was met with a lot of boos from the crowd. Meanwhile, for the non-mansion dwellers, Biden unveiled a scheme to boost homeownership by offering a $5,000 credit to first-time home buyers for the first 2 years of their mortgage. He also laid out an anti-Trump plan, if you will. That's the tax plan that he prepares to go full campaign mode against his predecessor and likely opponent again, Donald Trump. The ex-president slashed corporate taxes during his White House term, but those cuts are set to expire in 2025. Republicans want to renew all of those tax breaks, which would cost the government $3.5 trillion over a decade per the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office. Trump hasn't yet formulated a definitive tax plan of his own, and we're all on pins and needles waiting to see what that will look like. Some additional headlines from yesterday. Biden ordered the U.S. military to build an emergency Gaza port. The temporary port will allow for large-scale aid delivery, aiming to ease the humanitarian crisis unfolding in Gaza as a result of the Israel-Hamas war. The president made the announcement during his State of the Union address last night as he draws criticism from some in his own party for not doing enough to facilitate the distribution of aid. Biden has reportedly grown frustrated with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and has sought workarounds, including airdropping the aid. The port will take weeks to build and will not require U.S. military personnel to operate. Sweden is in the headlines for formally joining NATO. The move ends Sweden's long-standing policy of neutrality in armed conflicts, which dates back to the 1800s. Sweden applied to join the military alliance in 2022 in response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. But this was initially blocked by Turkey and Hungary, which changed their positions earlier this year, opening the door for the Scandinavian country to become NATO's 32nd member. Biden and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky welcomed the addition, while Russia vowed to take unprecedented and unspecified countermeasures. The FDA is also in the news for expediting the development of LSD. You heard that right, LSD, to treat anxiety. A single dose of the LSD formulation MM120 had a 48% rate of remission from generalized anxiety disorder after 12 weeks. The positive clinical trials results were enough for the FDA to grant the drug breakthrough therapy status, which can lead to a fast-tracked approval. While psychedelics have long been used to treat mental illness in conjunction with psychotherapy, the MindMed study was the first to prove LSD can alleviate anxiety without the help of therapy. MindMed stock soared after reports of the encouraging trial. So take a look at MindMed stock. Could be a good investment opportunity. In somewhat shocking news, Netflix said yesterday that on July 20th it will live stream a fight between former heavyweight world champion and earbiter Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, the guy who pranked his way to YouTube stardom. This will take place at the 80,000-seat AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The only thing more shocking than the experience gap between the two fighters is the 30-year age difference. Tyson, who will be 58, hasn't fought officially since losing to Kevin McBride, in 2005. Tyson was in the 2020 exhibition match against fellow boxing legend Roy Jones Jr., and the two lasted 8 rounds, but the fight ended in a draw and frankly was not very entertaining. Tyson was seen using a cane in 2022 after a reported sciatica flare-up. Paul is 27 and has a 9-1 record after getting into boxing 4 years ago, fighting mostly people who are not professional boxers. Paul's older brother Logan previously fought Floyd Mayweather Jr. in an exhibition bout. The big picture here, from a market perspective, of course, is that the match is part of Netflix's plans to become your go-to streaming platform for live niche sports entertainment in November. Netflix hosted the Netflix Cup, a live golf tournament with athletes from its golf series Full Swing, alongside drivers from Formula One Drive to Survive. The streaming company also signed a $5 billion deal this year with WWE to stream Monday Night Raw exclusively on the platform for 10 years beginning in 2025. So Netflix doing its best Hulu impersonation, looking to invest into live entertainment. Some additional interesting news here. There's a really just interesting headlines coming from NASA. Rage Voyager 1 was a little space probe that it launched in 1977 to explore the cosmos, and it may have gone dark. The craft, now 15 billion miles into space, is sending incoherent data back to Earth, and researchers can't figure out why. Mission project manager Suzanne Dodd said it's the most serious issue she has ever seen. If it really is Voyager 1's time to go gentle into the good night, it'll have earned it. The probe has made countless contributions to our understanding of space, but perhaps none as profound as the pale blue dot, which is a legendary photograph of our home planet taken by Voyager 1 from 3.7 billion miles away. Even when Voyager 1 ceases to operate, it will continue to journey further and further into places unknown, likely outliving humanity itself. Really, really interesting. All right, let's round up with 5 more quick headlines. Novo Nordisk said its new weight loss drug could be even more effective than Wegovy. So watch out for Novo and its drug and its stock. Sailor Cole Brower became the first American woman to race solo around the world. Applebee's and IHOP are launching co-branded locations because the combination Pizza Hut Taco Bells were not enough. Amazon is reportedly halting the launch of online storefronts in Switzerland, Ireland, and other countries in an effort to rein in costs. And TikTok users inundated the offices of House GOP members with phone calls over concerns that they could soon ban the app. So be on the lookout for that. I hope everyone has a fantastic Friday, and thank you very much. Have a great weekend. I will be back on Saturday and Sunday at a slightly later time, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard, and I hope to see you all there soon. Take care. Bye-bye.